Hi guys, it's Crystallized and welcome to my channel. So today in the morning I woke up, opened my Instagram and stumbled upon this amazing video from Damien Hirst where he talks about his piece of work which is called Persil 2015. And I think it's so amazing the way he talks about his work and the way he talks about contemporary art. Because I guess many people don't really understand it. Like they go to a gallery, they go to an exhibition and they're like, why is this art? Like, how do I understand this? What did the artist mean? And guys, it is easy. And today we're gonna jump right into it. But before, I wanna answer a very important question, which I asked you today. And that is, do you know how to distinguish contemporary art and modern art? It's easy. So contemporary artists are artists who are alive. So let's say Damien Hirst is still alive, so he is considered a contemporary artist. And let's say Yves Klein, please do not mix it up with Calvin Klein, hate it, is a modern artist because he's dead. So here you go. So I guess one of the main things why it's so difficult to understand contemporary art is because people don't really know the background of the artist. And it's so important in contemporary art. Like you might say, okay, but this is important for other artists too, like Leonardo or Raphael. Yes, of course it is nice to know their facts and their biography, but you would still understand their art without it. Like you would look at this and you'd say, okay, this is Madonna or this is Jesus. Okay, got it. It's not the same now as it used to be. So for example, in the medieval times, the main sponsor of the art was the church, the Catholic Church. And now basically everyone can become an artist, right? So you just see things around you, you get inspired, you like process them, and then you turn it into a piece of art, right? And you say, okay, this is how I see it. Let's go back to Damien Hirst, how he explains his idea of coming to Persil 2015.
Persil 2015. People fucking hate this shit. I just went in the supermarket and I looked at these and I just thought they're amazing. So I bought everything that you get in the supermarket, even down the signs the same, Persil the same, the things the same, the lights in the shelves the same. And I just made it a bit higher. Because in the supermarket, you'd never have them that high because you can't reach them. You've got to be able to reach them to buy them. And I made like a set of like 25 of these. I can't remember exactly how many, but I made them all with different washing powders and cleaning products and all that kind of stuff.
But before we go any further, we might want to know, what is art? Okay, so I'll be straight with you here. There is no real definition of art. There is no person in this world who would say, okay, this is art and this is not. And this is actually what Damien is talking about later.
And then with in the 80s with that Neo Geo stuff, I was just like, wow, how can you do this? It was all about art taking on consumerism. And I just thought you can still do it today. I thought that in 2015. I thought you can still do it today, so I did it. And that's that piece. But people get really mad about it because they look at it and they go, well, you know, you're not doing anything. What are you doing? You know, as an artist, you're just going in a gallery or you're just taking something out of a supermarket and putting it in a gallery. That's not art. How can you do that? But I love that. And I love the fact that as an artist, you can do that. You know, it's like you can do anything.
So can everything be art? Well, yes and no. The real purpose of contemporary art is just to provoke some kind of emotion within you, evoke either positive or negative feeling, and whether you go to an exhibition and say, oh my god, I just hate it, it's disgusting, I don't understand it, I cannot look at it. Wow, well done artist, well done. This is the kind of emotion he wanted from you, the consumer of art. So basically everything which evokes any kind of feeling, either positive or negative within you, can be considered as art. So, can anyone be an artist? Well, technically yes, but you still might want to learn some things. You should remember that art is a language, and when you can speak this language, it feels amazing. Like you watch a movie and you know exactly what the director meant. You ask him questions and he answers you back through the screen. You know, it feels amazing. So let's get back to Damien.
I mean, it's from my love really of the Neo Geo stuff from the 80s, you know, Jeff Koons, Ashley Bickerton, Haim Steinbeck, all those guys. I've always loved that. And it's like, it never stops kind of blowing my mind. And then I think, you know, when I was talking earlier about Duchamp putting the toilet in the gallery, that's what really opened up art to that kind of stuff.
He mentioned Jeff Koons and he mentions Duchamp, and, you know, you just should realize that when you create really something great, you want people to recognize it, you know? You want to communicate with people through your art, especially with other artists. So when he created his Persil 2015, he said like, hey dude, you remember I just took some of your ideas. How do you feel about my work? How do you feel about something I added to this initial idea of yours? And it's, you know, it's in any movie, in any music piece, when you really understand it, you can communicate through this thing. So I personally do not think it's so outstanding, though I think it's really important to have it around. Why? Because imagine 50, 60 years from now, your grandchildren will be like, oh wow, I wonder how my grandpa lived in 2015. And then they will go to an exhibition and just look at this piece of art and they will be like, okay, got it. So yeah, why not? Let it be, guys. Just let it be. Art is important. It was just a very brief explanation because you can talk about art for hours, for days, for weeks and months, and you can study art like years and years, and you will always have a different opinion, and that is okay, because whatever I say might not be the same as any other person says, but this is my opinion, and this is why art is great and our modern times is great, because we don't have any, you know, institution like church or government who says, okay, this is allowed and this is not. Or like, you know, in the Nazi times, they were like just burning books because they were against their ideology. So there is no right and wrong. This is how you feel it, how you perceive it, and whatever you can get from it. If you like it, it's great. If you don't, it's also okay, and it's fine, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. So whenever you go to an exhibition next time, just try to look into yourself really, and just try to like understand, okay, where did his artist come from? Like, what was his way of thinking? What did he want to represent? And does it correspond with any of my feelings, how I feel about this life, consumerism, how I feel about, I don't know, social things, whatever, I don't know.
So it just blows my mind, and it looks so fucking cool. I'll never ever get bored of it. I hate the fact that it looks like it'll never age, but unfortunately it will. Even the design and everything will age and it'll look boring and sad.
Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Let me know whether you agree or disagree, and I'll see you around. Bye!